Hello, my wonderful friends, Megas with you. And today you notice we're inside. It's raining out, and this time of year, things start to slow down a little bit. I start to read even more books, and I wanted to share with you the book that I am reading right now, and it's Og Mandino, The Greatest Mystery in the World. And this is an amazing man. He was actually for a time an alcoholic. He was homeless, and he was ready to commit suicide, but he didn't have enough money to buy the gun. And he would go into different libraries to seek shelter. And he started reading the self-help positive books, and it started to transform his life. And now he's sold millions of life-changing books and completely turned his life around. And I came across him when I was in my early 20s, and I read The Greatest Miracle in the World, and I just love the book, and I love the way he told the stories. And he talks about his angel Simon, and this one is The Greatest Mystery in the World, and just a wonderful book, and I would definitely suggest it. And then of course this time of year, ginger tea. I love ginger tea. It warms you on the inside. So what a beautiful time of year this is. And I'm excited about our new series on Samadhi and Patanjali's Yoga Sutras because it really brings together all we've learned over the years and our goal to be one with the Eternal One. And that's what it's all about, being one with love and peace and joy and kindness in our good. And so today we're going to talk about the second limb of yoga, and it's niyama. And so whereas the first limb was harmonizing with others, the second limb really is concerned with the inner life. And so there again is 5 moral codes or rules. The first rule, our moral code, is purity. And it's more than just cleaning the body or eating a clean diet, but it's the focus really here is on the inner self. It's mental purity. It's the motive of the heart. The second rule is contentment. And this is a big one because not only does contentment keep you from lust. For instance, you're content with your spouse, and so therefore you're not lusting for your neighbor's spouse, and so there's definitely a benefit in that. But this one goes even so much deeper. When you think of contentment, I think of gratitude and thankfulness, and oh my God, we've done so many studies on the magic of gratefulness. When you get up in the morning and you're grateful for your spouse and your children and your home and food and the opportunities around you, it changes everything. You are creating your world in a beautiful, positive way. The third rule is discipline, but this discipline that Patanjali speaks of, he calls it tapas, and it's a fire, it's a passion. Like we talked about yesterday, when you know samadhi and oneness, you're excited, you're passionate about your discipline. It's not hard. And so we talked about the very first rule right out of the gate before you even get started is non-harming, and that's taking on a vegetarian diet. And you would see how easy that is, and not only easy, but you're passionate to do it because you know what it's giving you. You're getting so much more. You're not letting go, or you're not giving up anything. You're getting, but it's just having that change of heart, and this is the work of the niyamas, of changing the inside, the inner world. And the fourth rule is self-study, which you could look at like studying the ancient holy text and scriptures, but it's also studying yourself, knowing yourself on a subconscious level. Why do you act and react the way you do? And then improving yourself, and therefore improving your world. And then the fifth rule is devotion to the Lord. And this idea of the Lord is above man-made ideas of God and man-made stories of God. it is the eternal one. It's the omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent one. It's truth, it's consciousness, and it's bliss. And this idea you can't get from the thinking brain. You have to go inside and you experience it on a heart, on a soul level, on a spirit level. And that's where you find this true image of God, this true image of yourself. And that's what this series is about. And by the end of this, you will have it. You will know who the eternal one is. You'll know who you are. And with the meditations we're doing, I hope you did the meditation yesterday. And it's so important you do every one, because what we're doing is we're setting out a path. And as you do it, it's like a recipe, and we're adding all these ingredients. And at the end, the goal is to have samadhi. And I feel humbled, really. I'm blessed, of course, but so humbled that I've experienced this. There's so many teachers out there, good people, good teachers that have never experienced samadhi. And I actually got emotional about it the other day, that I felt so blessed. And I couldn't even put it into words, and I almost felt like, should I not share it? Because I don't want to seem like I'm bragging. I don't want to try to make people jealous or try to make like I'm better than someone else, but at the same time I want to scream it from the rooftops, because it's the most beautiful things. And as I was telling you, I found even a higher level of samadhi, because I've shared with you some of the different miracles that have taken place in that place between awake and asleep. And it is a form of samadhi, because you're moving and you're working in and out of time and space and form, and you're creating, and you're doing these amazing things, and you're doing things that are outside of what people consider the norm. And but then I realized you're still in that place working in mind. And I didn't understand that there was even another level of samadhi until June 6th, and I was taken to that higher place. It's the samadhi of consciousness, not just mind. You're above mind. You're above all the rules, time, space, form of all the gods and devils and stories and good and bad and all these things. You're just at this perfect, this highest truth, that real above all real that when I met with Jesus, he was talking about. It's that bliss. It's that perfect consciousness, one with the eternal one. And my God, my friends, I want this for you, and I know it's available for you. And I was thinking about those other teachers, and I was thinking, why haven't they experienced samadhi? And the only real difference I could see between our teachings is just my idea of the all good spirit. And my friends, I'm telling you, this is going to be your ticket to that oneness, to that samadhi, to that higher dimension that you actually experience, instead of just reading about, instead of just talking about, instead of praying about, hoping, believing, but actually living it and experiencing it. And I really feel that the difference is knowing the all good spirit. And give me just a quick moment. I know my friends have been following me for years know this, but for some of the new people, I want to show you what made me really understand it, and it's continuums. So picture a line, and at one end, we'll use temperature for this one. One end is cold and the other is hot. And this line is the continuum. And so as you go, move up and down that line, it's just different degrees of the same thing. It's different degrees of temperature from cold to hot. In between you got warm, but it's all the same thing. Or you could use white and black, okay? And so it's just different shades. Where does it go from white to black? How can you find it? Because it's just different shades of the same thing. And the world religions have put good spirit and evil spirit on a continuum, and you can't do that, and you'll never experience samadhi or oneness with God or the highest truth, the real above all real, perfect bliss, if your idea of the highest principle of good is mixed with evil. That a God that can do things like hate, war, kill, get angry, get jealous. And so I came to a place where I was able to separate, and good spirit was just all love, peace, joy, kindness, good. And then there's an evil spirit completely separate that hate, wars, kills, sickness, disease. And the two can't come together, because when light comes, the darkness is dispelled. When health intervenes, sickness and disease is removed. You see what I'm saying? When there's life, there's not death. And so you got to spiritually separate those. And I believe that's the reason I've been able to reach these higher dimensions. And I've been given information and knowledge far beyond just who Winston Head, could have come up with or understood or conceived. But that I was actually downloaded through those angles of light, those angels, those messengers, that DNA that's in the light from source, and to experience these things. And it's because I was willing to pour out my vessel and let good spirit fill it with his truth, his life, and that makes all the difference. And so that's what I'm trying to do with these meditations. And so with today's meditation, I'm just going to ask that you go lie down, because this is probably going to be a long one. So you might want to do this maybe at nighttime before you go to bed, or maybe if you have some time throughout the day that you won't be disturbed. And so go ahead and just lie down, and then you can start this up again. And so what I want you to do is close your eyes and start taking long, deep breaths. And just let your body begin to relax. Let your mind relax. And just see the air as it passes through your nose and it goes down your throat and filling your lungs. And then exhale. And as you exhale, feel all the stress leaving your body. And let all the muscles just go limp. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Let your arms fall. And just focus on your breathing for a moment. And now I want you to take your focus and put it on your solar plexus. And yesterday, do you remember in our meditation, the heart chakra, we see it glowing green. We're going to do the same thing with the solar plexus. And as we inhale, we're going to see it glow bright yellow. And as you exhale, see it go back to its regular density. And you may see that chakra spin. And just envision it with your mind's eye. Long, deep breaths. Breathing in, and it glows bright. And now this time when you exhale, I want you to see that yellow light go to every cell in your body. So you inhale, and that yellow light burns bright, just like a sun. And as you exhale, that healing yellow light touches and heals and relaxes every cell in your body, healing your mind, your organs, cleaning your blood. You can feel peace, and you actually feel your heart smile. And now I want you to picture outside of you the sun in the sky. And as you breathe in, I want you to see the sun get brighter. And as you exhale, I want you to see that yellow light go out and heal and bless all it touches throughout the universe. And just do that for a moment. Breathe in and see the light and the sun grow bright. And breathe out and see that light heal all it touches throughout the universe. A holy light, a healing light. Now I want you to see that the sun is actually in your solar plexus. So see the sun in the sky in your solar plexus. And you are the cosmos. You are the universe. And as you breathe in, the sun in your solar plexus shines bright. And as you exhale, that holy light heals and blesses all it touches. And now I want you to come back into your form and see that yellow chakra in your solar plexus as you inhale, glowing bright. And as you exhale, healing every cell in your body. And now on the next breath, I want you to go outside your body and form and see yourself again as the universe and the cosmos. And the sun is in your solar plexus inside of you. And as you inhale, the sun burns bright. And as you exhale, it sends its healing rays. And you, as the cosmos and the universe, are now looking down on your form and body. And then in your form and body, you look out and you see yourself in the cosmos and the universe. And you see how easily you can go back and forth. You realize you can even go to a subatomic level. And that sun burns bright, that yellow light on a subatomic level. And you realize all is one. There is no separation. And you realize you are the light. Now take a long, deep breath and be the light.